And then we, of course, get humor from violations that aren't clearly signaled and lead to misunderstandings. And Hollywood has built film scenes around this in comedies and other things. The example that very quickly comes to mind for me is one of the Pink Panther movies, Chief Inspector Clouseau, who's a bumbling detective. But in one scene, he goes into a sort of hotel and he sees a clerk at the front desk, and there's also a little dog in the lobby. And he looks at the dog, he looks back at the clerk, and he says, "Does your dog bite?" And the clerk says, "No." And so Clouseau, Inspector Clouseau, leans over to pet the dog. He goes, "Nice doggy." And as he leans down to pet the dog jumps up and starts to rip his hand off. And Clouseau jumps back, and he looks at the clerk and says, "I thought you said your dog doesn't bite." And the man says, "That's not my dog." Now, in a situation like that, we would expect that if somebody asks about whether a dog bites, and they're clearly asking because they're going to approach the dog, and they ask if our dog bites. If it's not our dog, we need to say so.
Right.
If we're following the maxim of quantity, where you have to say as much as is necessary,
Right.
he clearly left out some important information that would make a difference. And everybody recognizes that, and that's why they see humor in it, because it's such a violation. It wasn't clearly signaled.